Bro, I'm sorry. We're,
Oh,
we're gonna let, we're gonna let it ride though. We're gonna
Yeah.
let it ride though. Ladies and gentlemen, I bet you did not see this coming. Today marks the first episode of the Fab Five podcast. Now, this is something new for some. For others, this is not so much new, but we're trying to do something new. Given the fact that we're trying to expand, the brand, expand our platform, and we thought a podcast would be the way to do it. So, if you're not already following us on Twitter, go ahead and follow us on Twitter. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, follow us on TikTok, and if you're not in the Discord, which you should be in the Discord already, go ahead and join the Discord. We do have a link tree that will be linked to this episode. Every episode that we upload, it will be linked to that episode. So you literally have no excuse other than to follow, subscribe, and join the Discord. So, with all that being said, ladies and gentlemen, this, like I said, this is the first episode of the Fab Five podcast. Of course, we have four of the Fab Five today, obviously. Um,
yeah,
I
number
mean,
five. He's out
I
here
don't know
boo loving
what
with his
he's
wife.
doing, but that's
He's boo loving with his wife.
yeah,
he's
probably.
boo
That's what
loving,
he's
but
doing.
he's boo loving, but we'll let it slide because
Wait,
that's
was
just
this
what
his
it is.
anniversary weekend?
I think so. Yeah,
Oh no.
Yeah,
Okay,
we're gonna
we'll
we're gonna
let
let
that
him
slide. We'll let
we'll
it
let it
slide.
slide.
we're gonna let him boo love. It's their anniversary weekend, so we'll let him boo love for now. But next weekend,
He
he
better be
better
here.
he better be on time.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying. But obviously some great guys here. Our MMA specialist, Mr. Joey T over there.
Yes,
He's
sir. What's
here.
going on?
We have our soccer specialist, I like to call him, Mr. Ryan. He's here as
Nah,
well.
nah, nah, nah. So I am the soccer expert for the Women's World Cup. Gabe is the soccer expert for
Ah,
everything else.
ah,
Also, Gabe, I'm at 57%. So we're getting there.
Man, we'll see. We'll see if you can crack that 63.
Yeah, we're
what
getting
what
there.
Uh,
is what is the what is that? What is
So,
that?
oh,
What's going on?
Gabe, run
okay.
it.
So 63% is the bet win rate that I had during the Men's World Cup this past December. If you were in the
Right.
Discord, I start off one win, a push, and three losses. It looked like shit was going left. I came back on the most absolute heater in history. I think it was over 80% at one point that I hit right after that. So that's where 63% comes from.
Oh, okay. So he's basically trying to match your 63 or beat it, should I say?
He's trying to beat it.
Yeah, I'm trying. I'm
Ah,
at
okay.
57% right now. So
Okay.
we're getting there.
Okay. Okay. Well, let's see if Ryan can beat that because
I've got
um
13 more games to go.
okay. So that it's doable, but
Hmm.
you got to be on a heater for sure.
Yeah.
Um well guys, I think this is time to get the show on the road. We got some things to talk about. There's a lot of things to talk about today. Um but for starters, I kind of want to like go into the story of how the Fab Five was actually originated. And I think we can all, send a well deserved thank you to Mr. Gabe, who's the real creator of the Fab Five. He did the work, made the Discord server, added all the bots in there and whatnot, and he literally put his foot in the server. I will say that. So
Yes, he did.
big shout out to Mr. Gabe for allowing us to be a part of something so great that he took his time with.
Yeah, man. I appreciate it. The way this all started, for those who don't know, the five of us we met through other servers, through other Twitter cappers, throughout the various communities and stuff. And we decided one day, fuck it, let's do our own thing. We thought we could do it better on a bigger scale. And the five of us came together. Obviously, the fifth one, he'll be here next week. Cornbread. we decided to just make our own group, see where it goes for here. But and the five of us all together, we each have our own specialty, we each have our own knowledge, but we all have one thing in common: we love sports and we love talking about it and we love having a good time. So I mean, yeah, I may have put together the Discord and put together all the brains behind everything, but this is not possible without the rest of y'all, to be honest. Because if it was just me, oh, this would have went left a minute ago. But with the rest of y'all, it makes my job a little easier.
Yeah.
If,
We do what we
no, let's
can,
Yeah.
be
Gabe. We do what we can.
right. Like we
Definitely
all,
do.
like we all cover in for one another. Like there will be times where, for example, when this Discord was made, I was in the heat of my master's program, and
Mm-hmm.
these guys came in,
I keep
made sure
forgetting that
shit.
you have a master's degree.
Right, that's the crazy
Miss
part.
Mr. Master degree.
Yeah,
Congratulations.
thank you. It's just, but yeah, I guess you could call me the brains of the whole operation. Um, but really, a team is as good as its weakest link, and I believe we have no weak links. So I mean, yeah, I may have put it together, but to maintain and keep this all together, I need the other four. So everybody plays a role here. Everybody has their part. Everybody's good in something. But as I said before, we all connected off of sports, and that's why we're here. And hopefully, this
Right.
podcast shows the different personalities that are in this Discord. I mean, there's some people that may be listening to me. They may be like, "Is that really him?" Yeah, I'm him for real. So you gonna see this is gonna be. You're gonna hear some crazy stuff here. Um, you're gonna hear some very outlandish takes. You're gonna hear some arguing. Definitely some arguing. But
Definitely some of that shit.
Definitely
I
arguing.
think I think some of the takes that we have and our differentiating opinions is wild sometimes. But I
It's
think
wild.
that's what makes us kind of us. You
That's
know.
what that's yeah, but I said that's what makes us
That's what
us
makes
for
us
sure.
unique.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, literally.
let's think
But
about it. You got a black kid from New York. Uh, you from down south, right, Mom? South Carolina, right?
South Carolina, yes,
You
sir.
got you got an Italian from Tennessee.
Now that lives in Jersey, unfortunately.
that lives in Jersey.
Transplant.
Oh, we have someone who lives in the Hicks of upstate New
Whoa, whoa,
York.
whoa, 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 whoa! I ain't
But
in
you know
the.
the Hicks.
I know what you're saying, but like, I would say I'm in the Hicks.
What you in the countryside?
Yeah, I don't. I mean, I live in a city, but like, obviously, it's not New York City. But I know what you mean.
Listen. I lived in
Country.
Buffalo. I lived in
Country.
Buffalo for like 7 years.
You love Buffalo.
Oh, stop it! You stop it right now.
I like Buffalo Wild Wings.
Okay.
Okay, and then we have a Native American from Wyoming.
Oh,
I forgot. I
If
forget he's
that
from
doesn't sound
Wyoming.
like the craziest mix of people, then I don't know what
I don't
is.
know what
I
does.
don't know what is. I don't know what is. I really don't. I remember waking up. Actually, no, not even waking up. I remember it was the day before my birthday last year, before my 22nd birthday. I remember seeing the invite from Gabe. I'm like, what is this? Mind you, me, Gabe, Ryan, Joey Cornbread, we all knew each other before the server was even made. And I remember getting an invite from Gabe. I'm like, I know we were talking about making our own thing, but did he make like a server and everything? And I kid you not, I joined, and from top to bottom, everything is decked out. You got bots in here, you got roles, you got like it's decked out. I'm like, he did this himself?
It
Mind
took
you.
me two. It took me 2 hours to put all this together. By the way,
Wow. That's
I,
with the attention span I have, it would have took me like 2 days. I'm not gonna lie. It would have took me 2 days. But literally top to bottom, decked out. Bots, admin, like literally the whole server just decked out. And I'm like, yo, like this is dope. Like if this is a way, if there's a way that we're going to grow a community, this is definitely a way for us to have a server where it looks organized. It's organized, it's well put together. It's not just some bullshit. It's not just one big ass general chat. Everything has its own category, own, everything, literally everything. So I joined it. I'm like, well, happy birthday to me, I guess. I was like, damn, like this is dope, bro. Like, and it's just it gives us a platform to really like, for us to grow together, but to also grow, individually, because there's going to be times where, we all as individuals want to do something for ourselves. Like Joey, he does his MMA, and Ryan and Gabe, they do their own thing. I do my own thing here and there. So it's just this, it's the sole fact of this really helps us grow together, and it also helps us grow individually because we all are given a platform to do certain things that we wouldn't be able to do without having a platform like this. So the fact that we were able to have this type of platform, it's definitely an honor, because he could have did it with just anybody, but to be a part of the Fab Five, the original Fab Five, to be a part of that, it's definitely an honor, and it's something I cherish a lot, because he could have, like I said, he could have did it with anybody else, but he chose us four, and I'm forever grateful for that. Literally,
So you gonna make me cry. Listen,
I
don't
mean,
do that.
you legitimately took the
Don't
words
do
out.
that. Don't do that. I
I
don't know
mean,
who wants to speak.
we just also kind of to piggyback off of kind of what Mara's saying and how we all know each other without knowing each other. Joey, I will kind of tangent to this for a little bit. Joey, Gabe, and I just met up in Atlantic City. What was it, Gabe? Like 2 weeks ago? Last week?
2 weeks ago. Yeah, 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, it was
It
2 weeks
was
ago.
for like a first kind of meet up together, and let me tell you, that might be the most fun I've ever had, and I would absolutely do it again in a heartbeat.
Oh, dude, I couldn't disagree with that, bro.
Bro,
I
it
would
was so much
definitely
fun.
fucking do that
Oh
again.
my god.
Man, we got
Next
an
time,
honorary
Mars gotta come.
we got an honorary 6 member and everything. Like,
Yeah, we did. I forgot about that. Anyway,
the
I just wanted to
honorary
throw that
6.
Fucking
little
Brian.
tangent in.
Man, that's the guy. But we literally just met up. Let me see. I met everybody except Mar. So far, we hopefully
I forgot you met Cornbread.
I met
yeah,
Cornbread
I'm
already.
about to say, he met him what, last month?
It was like in
Yeah.
July at some point.
Yeah,
Yeah.
June, July, early
Mhm.
July.
I mean, hopefully once I start teaching and my vacation time, hopefully I could we can all figure out flights and all that stuff.
Yeah,
and get
that'd
down to
be.
Tennessee.
We're
Right.
planning a little trip to Vegas.
I'll never turn down a Tennessee trip.
Hey,
I
man.
know. I know. We talking about Vegas for a week.
Yeah, I'd be down. That'd be
Yeah,
sick.
I'm with it. I'm with it,
That'd be
man.
fun.
I'm with it.
Um,
This is definitely something that, for us to be able to do everything,
mhm.
whether it's host a space, and it really started so small.
Oh, it
Really,
started
like, it
so
started
small.
so small. We were doing weekly recaps in our Discord chat. We're doing spaces on Twitter, on our Twitter page, and then now having a podcast. It's just like we keep growing, we keep moving, we keep expanding, and that's what, like, I feel like it makes us seem like, we really want something to come good out of this, because we keep doing stuff. It's not like we're just doing the same thing every day. We keep adding on.
And you
So I
want just to piggyback off your quick, Mark. We doing stuff, but we also trying different things as well. You see, like we not willing. Like, I'm a firm believer. No idea is a stupid idea. Let it try it and let it fail. And if it works, it works. If it don't, it don't. And there was a lot of things we tried, didn't come off, and then we was able to rework it and stuff. So now, it's the fact that we able to try anything. That's the most important part, because a lot of us, you know, if you are into sports betting, a lot of it is risk, and
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of this is a risk. But in order to be successful, you have to take risks. There's no growth without risk,
Right.
as my grandma told me. You know, you're not gonna grow unless you try something new.
Right.
So this is us trying something new, and also to show another side of us. Some weeks it may be all five of us here.
Right.
Some weeks it might be just two of us. Some weeks
Right.
it might be three.
Yeah.
But trust me, whenever you listen to an episode, you're gonna have a good time.
It's gonna be fun
So
for sure.
it's gonna be fun. So
But ladies and gentlemen, we do have a schedule to follow. So with that being said, because I don't want to be here all night. I don't want to be here the whole time.
That makes
But
two of us.
we
not a
do
lot.
have a schedule to follow.
Yeah,
So of
because
course, the MLB trade deadline was just this past week. There are some winners, there are some losers. There are just some good deals, and there are definitely some head scratchers. So we're going to be talking about that. We're going to be talking about the potential playoff preview. You know, the playoffs is just right around the corner. It's sneaking up on us slowly but surely. So we're going to be talking about that. It's a lot to talk about in this episode, even though, yes, it is the first episode, but still a lot to talk about. So without further ado, we're just going to go ahead and just jump right into it. I think the biggest headline and correct me if I'm wrong, but the biggest headline of the trade deadline was probably Justin Verlander heading back to Houston.
old man
Um,
Jenkins.
I don't even want to. I don't even want to talk about it. I don't even want to talk
listen,
about it.
as a Astros
Nah,
fan,
bro.
okay, look, let me give you my point of view. Mind you, I didn't even know Verlander was going back to Houston. I didn't even know. I was at work, literally at work, hot as hell. Didn't know what was going on. And I just seen a random notification from my Bleacher Report. It said, um, Astros in third place for has the third best odds to win the World Series after Verlander reunion. I'm like, Verlander reunion? What? What is going on? Then I go deeper in my Bleacher Report, and it says Justin Verlander heading back to Houston. I'm like, okay, listen, yes, he's 40 years old. I get it. But Justin Verlander has probably given the Houston Astros some of the best times, we've had in the last couple of years as a starting pitcher.
Yeah, after you guys stopped tanking.
Ah, shut up. That's not the point. That's not the point.
No, I
The
know. I know what you
point
mean.
is, and I honestly, and correct me if I'm wrong. Well, I'm not going to say that, but like Justin Verlander has probably pitched some of his best years in Houston.
I think
So it's
if you take Verlander and his career as a whole, and you put it together, I mean, it's really only defined by what he did in Detroit and then what he's done in
right,
Houston. I mean,
right.
correct me if I'm wrong. Has he been? I mean, I'm no offense, Gabe, but I'm not even gonna look at his Mets tenure and be like, oh my gosh, he was fantastic, because he wasn't.
I'm not
No,
gonna lie to you.
He won what, two
as
Cy Youngs in Detroit, one Cy Young
one
in
in-
Detroit, and then he won another one in Houston. And
correct.
keep in mind, sorry for cutting you off, Gabe, but that season he won it in Houston, he finished first, and actually his rotation mate at the time, who was also in Houston, Garrett Cole, finished second. And those two were easily the two best pitchers of baseball that year. Easily.
Yeah, 100%. But Gabe, you were saying?
Yeah. My thoughts. I can go on my thoughts on Old Man Jenkins. We could be here all night.
Oh, man, Jenkins. I love that nickname.
He
That's
he gave
awesome.
him a nickname on the fly, and
That's
it's stuck
funny.
ever since.
That's
It's
awesome.
pretty
Old Man
hilarious.
Jenkins. It's like, for me, I'll be flat out and say it, he hasn't been our best pitcher at
Oh,
all.
hell no.
Right. Nah.
Kodai Senga has outperformed him and Scherzer. So
Which
for
is
me,
Very
wild.
much true.
Very
letting
true.
him go, like, there was a bunch of Mets fans just tripping. I'm just sitting here, I'm like, y'all do realize he sucked, right? Like,
And you guys
like
got 2 good prospects back for him, so
Well,
you guys
and
can
here's
help rebuild your market.
right.
Right.
And my thing is, the next person that needs to roll is Buck Showalter, but that's another day, another topic for
that
another
might
day.
happen after the season. I don't think they'd be
Or
willing to fire
I
him.
want the retirement home gone. If you are over the age of 35, go sit with your grandkids. It's
Well, I
about time.
mean, in fairness, though, I will say this: in Gabe's defense, two of the best hitting prospects for them now are Francisco Alvarez and Brett Beatty, who are both like under 25, maybe under
Right.
23 at this point.
I mean, the next step I want to see for the Mets personally, I want to see Mauricio come up.
Has he been up yet?
No, they won't call him up.
Jesus.
Mm.
Wow.
They won't call him up. I would think with Marte having his issues, that McNeil will go to right. You bring Mauricio up because at this point you have nothing else to lose. I want to see Vanitos DH.
Hey,
I
what
don't
is?
think he.
This is a random side question. I don't know if you have this answer off the top of your head. How much longer does Pete Alonso have on his contract?
I believe next year would be his second year of arbitration.
Okay, so you still got a little bit of leeway, which is
Um,
that's better than nothing. But
right. I don't think with all these trades. I mean, we'll talk about Scherzer in a minute or later on.
Mm.
I don't think this is a rebuild because I don't think this roster is too far from contending.
Right.
I don't know. Ask Frank the Tank.
damn,
Man, fuck Frank the Tank.
yeah, that's a whole nother story for another day.
That's a
though,
whole
Joey.
nother story. But we need to get rid of. There's players that need to go. Vogelback needs to go.
Nah, not Piggy.
Piggy needs to
I
go.
love
Piggy
Bogey.
has to go.
Nah, Bogey's a guy. You can't just
but
bail on him like that.
Piggy can't hit. Piggy can't run. Piggy can't field.
No,
What
he can
good
hit.
for?
He's good for a home run like every 10 at bats. Joey, one of the fights just finished by
I saw Dustin Jacoby.
But yeah, it's like, as I said before, we got good pieces. Would I like some pitching prospects? Yeah. But realistically, what are you gonna get for old man Jenkins and his trusty sidekick Barnacle Boy? Not much.
nothing. Not gonna get
Not
a
much.
thing.
So I mean, people are like, why didn't we get much? We got top 10 prospects out of each of the trades.
That's better than nothing.
Better than nothing. It's
Um,
about right. That's enough of me talking about the Mets. They suck anyway.
I want to roll that over into what the Texas Rangers have done. Not only at the deadline, but this season. I would argue they and the Cincinnati Reds have been the two best stories in baseball this entire season. Now, the Diamondbacks started hot. They've kind of faded. They're still only 3.5, 4 games back in the division, so that's not out of play yet. But what the Rangers did at the deadline, I feel like people are sleeping on. Not gonna lie. Okay, the Diamondbacks are 8 games back now, so they're kind of dead in the water. But like,
Right.
I feel like, call me crazy here, Mar, but I
Mhm.
feel like what the Rangers did at the deadline, I would argue it's probably the best haul out of anybody. Because they picked up Jordan Montgomery from the Cardinals
Mhm.
for 3 prospects. They picked up Nathan, they placed Nathan Eovaldi on the fucking IL, but they picked up Max Scherzer.
Right.
They picked up Austin Hedges from the Pirates. I mean, my second team is the Pirates. Austin Hedges, goodbye. Thank you for being in Pittsburgh. You're not going to be missed. And recently, recently Corey Seager has come back off the IL and is continuing to hit the cover off the baseball. Now, Mar, you being the Astros fan, I want to ask you this from an Astros perspective. You guys currently sit 2.5 games back of them in the division. I'm going to ask you a 2-part question. 1, can the Rangers sustain their success? And 2, do the Astros have what it takes to catch them?
I feel like we do, for the sole fact that our lineup is back healthy. Well, not completely healthy. Don't
Did your
take
Don go?
that.
Did
Don't
your
take that.
Don get hurt again? Or am I
No, he's
tripping?
back. He's
Okay.
back in the lineup. He's back in the lineup. Pena is finding himself again. Altuve is back. We're getting a lot of guys back as of right now, which is good.
And we
And we
just
just have to
watched
keep hitting the
just
ball.
who just threw the no hitter
We've
or the
struggled. I don't
perfect
know
game.
what it is, but like I feel like I say this every year, but at the beginning of the year, we really do not care about the beginning of the year. We don't. It's second half of the season, playoffs. That's it. That's all we care about
Who threw the
because we
perfect
have
game?
Framber Valdez.
I was gonna
So
say your rotation's starting to kind of look like the rotation it should be as well, which is huge for you guys.
exactly, and us adding back Justin Verlander.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, is it a crazy add back? No, it's not.
No, but it
However,
helps.
but we have an ace. We have two aces.
I don't.
Like
I mean,
we
well,
have
where do you
two
stand on
aces.
Christian Javier?
Christian Javier.
He's probably
He
a
I still
has.
3
think
or
I
4 in
still
the
think he's a
rotation.
bad mofo.
I think he is too. Like I don't think he's bad because I don't want to
He's
call him
not
bad because he's not bad. I think he's a good 3 or 4 in your rotation, which is where he kind of fits right now, which is perfect for him.
exactly, and that's what we need for him to be. Because now that we have Verlander, because originally before Verlander came back, Javier was our second guy, and
Mm-hmm.
he's had a very solid season. He's 7-2. He's 7-2, 107 strikeouts. ERA is not the best, but
I
hey,
mean, Verlander did take the L tonight against the Yankees, but that's beside the point.
in 21 games that he's started and pitched, he's 7-2.
That's,
7-2, 4.4 ERA, not the best, with a whip of 1.2,
that's also not bad.
100, 107 strikeouts and 38 walks in 11 and 112 innings pitched.
So, I don't know if you have anything else you want to go off of, but I kind of want to pull this out, like keep pulling out and go big picture.
Mhm.
We look at the Angels, right? I mean, we're staying in the West, but ultimately we're thinking trade deadline. We're thinking Angels. Apparently they're going for it. They currently sit 5.5 games back of a wild card spot. Trout's still hurt. We know that. Shohei continues to do Shohei things. I don't know how many home runs he has off the top of my head, but he's got to have at least like 40, 41 right now. Got to be close to it. I'm just worried that they didn't get enough. I mean, they picked up CJ Crone, which is fine.
Right.
No. They reassigned CJ Crone to the minor leagues. That's fine. Picked him up from Colorado. They reassigned
Right.
Randall Gutchick. Picked him up from Colorado. Like,
Right. It's
like
not
the,
bad.
it doesn't.
But it's not
Yeah, but
great
it doesn't.
either.
It's not a needle mover for me.
Honestly,
Right.
I think they need to get one more pitcher
I think they do too.
and an elite
Yeah.
bat. Not
Well,
no,
I think the elite bat is them waiting on Trout to come back. I think that's the elite bat.
I still
right there.
think they needed one more like elite bat besides them.
That's,
I feel like
that's fine. Yeah, I can agree.
when
with
you
there.
when you say we're keeping Otani, I expect you to throw the kitchen sink
Right. Absolutely.
at it. I feel like they don't want to do it.
They don't
They're
spend,
like
do they?
they're just playing. They're taking you for a ride, and then when you get to the end of it, it's like it's a disappointment. What was the point?
Yeah.
I don't feel like this team. I think they missed the playoffs.
I think they do too.
Honestly,
But
And-
I'll kind of. Oh, go ahead, Gabe. Finish what you were saying.
and I feel like Otani's going to be sitting here looking like, yes, I love the small city.
Yeah.
Yes, I love this team.
Mm-hmm.
But at some point, we're going to look back at his career and be like, broke every record, don't got a World Series.
Well, you could arguably say the same thing about fucking Mike Trout. Broke every record, has every record,
You say
doesn't
the
even
same
have a
thing about
playoff
Aaron
win.
Judge.
You could say the same thing.
Yes, you
But
could.
see, I
You can
feel like
absolutely
to
say
me-
the same thing about Aaron Judge right now.
But see, people are throwing Otani in the greatest of all time conversation.
I mean,
You need at least
would
a ring.
you
I
not?
mean,
He needs a ring.
I would.
He
But would
needs
you
a ring.
not?
consideration, yes. He needs a ring to be legitimately in there for me.
But
Mm.
okay, I understand the ring thing, right? I get it, right? But we're talking about a player who not only there's times where he has a beautiful outing on pitching, but he also goes to bat and he's going what 1 for 2, 2 for 3, batting 500
I will say
or batting
this.
like 345 each game.
I will say this. In defense of his pitching, the past 2 starts, he has been removed from it. Like, he does both. He's been removed from his pitching duties, but he turns around and hits a home run like an at-bat or 2 later, which is
Exactly.
insane.
I'm not sitting here denying his greatness.
No, of course not.
That's not that. But I feel like we can't throw him in that greatest of all time conversation with the greats.
Not yet. Not yet.
Not yet. He needs a World Series ring. I think he's the best baseball player in the league.
Mm-hmm. I think he'll win MVP this year, and it won't be close.
He'll win MVP, but to me, to make another reference, he'll be like a John Stockton, a Karl Malone.
Mm-hmm.
Broke everything, don't got shit to show for it.
Right.
And I feel like a ring, it should be the foundation of everything.
Yeah,
all
of
the
course.
records he's
Yeah, of
breaking
course.
should be the
Yeah, it
icing,
should
for everything. It should be extra
Mm-hmm.
because then it's just like, okay, yeah, you did it all, but get a ring.
Right.
Get a ring.
I will
and I
say,
feel like baseball is more friendly. You just need one.
yeah,
You don't
of
need
course.
multiple. You just need one. It's
Yeah,
not
of
like
course.
basketball. It's not like football. We need multiple.
I
it's
am
hard
gonna
to win a
just
ring.
throw in one last tidbit for the Angels, and then we can kind of move on. Joey, I'm gonna bring this up. You guys gave up on Mickey Moniak too early. He
I've
has
been
been.
told
He
that.
has been. I don't want to say. I'll call it a revelation just because he's been hitting so well, but like, I feel like Mickey Moniak. If you guys don't know, young player got drafted out of high school by the Phillies.
Number one.
I think he's actually from. He's from Niskayuna, New York, which is up above like Albany, kind of up towards like the Adirondacks. He's kind of found himself in the Angels batting order as like a 3 or 4 hitter this year. I just want to mention, I would argue he's probably the second or third best player this year. But that's all I have for baseball. I mean, I don't know what
Yeah,
else.
because
trade
Phillies
deadline
gave up
we
on him
have.
too quickly because we called him up because we didn't know. They thought, oh, the young kid we drafted so high, maybe he can get 10 right away. He wasn't ready to come up to pro ball yet. I think we brought him up at what, like 20?
Yeah, I think it was like 20, 21.
He was nowhere ready. But as I said, now he got the experience from the Angels. He went to the Angels.
I think they're
Look
gonna
at him
keep
now.
him. I think they're gonna do what they can to keep him.
I would.
That's all I have as far as
But that was,
for
we got rid of
agency.
Moniak for that March trade.
Yes. Am I missing
And
anything
March
for
got-
agency wise baseball?
March ended up getting hurt today.
I feel like there's one team that I feel like we're just avoiding here, and I don't like it one bit.
Is it the White Sox?
No,
Damn it.
It's,
Is it my Yankees?
a team in the Bronx.
Yeah.
Called the New York Yankees.
Oh, a team. Whoa. You just called them a team in the Bronx? Oh, so are the Mets now just a team in Queens? Is that what they are?
Yes, that's exactly what we are.
No, that's fair.
We
Okay.
are in the same. I don't know why you're embracing. We're in the same boat. We both suck, and we're both
That's
not
true.
making
We
the
weren't
playoffs.
expected to suck.
Appreciate it. Neither were us. But look at where we are.
I mean, to be fair, one team is above 500, the other isn't. So
Ah,
Listen,
got him.
As I said, but listen, it means fuck all to me if you don't make the playoffs.
No, I know. So, as some of you probably know, maybe some of you don't know, I am the resident Yankee fan in the Discord. As much as sometimes it pains me to admit.
oh,
Shut up, Gabe.
he said, "Buh."
Let me just be honest with you. Aaron Judge getting hurt was the worst thing to ever happen to our ball club this year. Our pitching
Right.
rotation outside of Garrett Cole and D'Amico Herman's perfect game has been dog shit. I mean, Nestor
Right.
came back and had I think he had 6 Ks in 5 innings of work today. We looked good, threw well. Bullpen's been kind of meh. Donaldson's hurt. He's gone. He's not coming back. Goodbye. See you later. Rumors have been swirling all season of Glaber being traded. That never really materialized. Never really materialized at the deadline. I was kind of hoping he would go, but, I mean, Jake Bowers is our new right fielder. Yay. He's actually been doing okay lately. Call up from Scranton. We've had Oswaldo Cabrera and Oswald Peraza kind of bouncing up and down between the minors and majors lately. They've been doing okay. Of course, everybody outside of Aaron Judge was talking about Anthony Volpe coming up this season. I mean, the kid's fucking 20 years old. Just let him play. Everyone was like, oh my gosh, he's the next Derek Jeter. And then when he was hitting, like, below the Mendoza line, everyone was like, oh my god, send him down. Like, no. Stop. Yankees Twitter, and Maul, you know this, and Gabe, you know this, Joe, you know that Yankees Twitter overreacts to everything. Just let the 20-year-old fucking play.
And that's how you hurt someone's
You guys
development.
overreact to everything in general.
Yankees fans or me?
Literally.
Come on now, let's not do that. Come on.
No. I'm a sensible Yankees fan. I understand that we suck. There are people out there that don't understand that we suck. People are still thinking, there's still Yankees fans out there that think we can fucking win a World Series this year. Like, be realistic, yo.
They're on drugs.
Exactly. Anyway.
I have a question.
Yeah.
A genuine question. Does Aaron Judge become a DH now?
I'm going to say no, because that's what we have Giancarlo Stanton for. Because Giancarlo Stanton barely plays the field anymore. Here's the thing, though.
Giancarlo Stanton can barely run.
All Giancarlo Stanton does is stand there, turn his hips, and he hits the ball 400.
Did you see that video of him rounding the bases?
Yes.
The other day?
That was
Fucking
terrible.
hilarious.
That was...
Anyway. I mean, I think if it came down to it, yeah, he would absolutely be a career fucking DH. On a 9-year, $300 whatever million contract. It's going to be interesting after the season. Supposedly, Harrison Bader is a free agent. Glaber might be on the move. We have a couple starting pitchers that are up contract-wise. A couple bullpen pieces that are up contract-wise. I mean, who knows?
I'm honestly surprised y'all didn't trade for starting pitching. Trade that.
I mean, you're looking at Brian Cashman. That's all I'm gonna say is you're looking at Brian Cashman. And as much as, and you know how, and Gabe, you know how you bitch
At least
about,
he knows.
you know how you, Gabe, you know how you bitch about Buck Showalter? I do the same thing about Aaron Boone. I
Right.
hate Aaron Boone. I never wanted Aaron Boone to get re-signed. He should have never lasted past last season.
Listen, I was told when he resigned that he's Yankees through and through, and he knows the Yankee way.
Yeah, but
That's
but
what
does
I was
he?
told.
I mean, no, more. He's got a point. Like, he's played here. Like, he knows the team. He played there for quite a while.
Congratulations. Congratulations.
what?
Guess what? The Yankees haven't made it past the division series in God knows how long.
No, because we keep running into your stupid asses, your cheating asses in the playoffs. Trash banging having asses. Anyway, I digress. But yes, I think there's a possibility he could become a DH full time. That's all I have to say.
Me personally, but would you sacrifice Aaron Judge being in the field or Giancarlo Stanton in the field?
I'd much rather sacrifice Aaron Judge being in the field. I'd much rather. If you say Giancarlo Stanton, you're on drugs. Are you kidding me? You'd rather have Giancarlo Stanton in the field than Aaron Judge.
No, I'm saying you get rid of him.
Oh, well then, yeah, absolutely. I would much rather have Aaron Judge in the field over Giancarlo Stanton. Easy.
Exactly.
Easy.
All right, cool. That's all I had to hear. But literally all we had to hear. Speaking of World Series, Joey, your boys, the Phillies, are in the second.
Wait, mid, but we're better than your fucking sorry Yankees. Wait, hold on, no. Here, I'm about to get back to this quick. Ryan said he a Yankee, but you're also a part-time Pirate.
Yes, I am. I am a
both
Pirate.
of your teams currently ain't doing too much.
Dude, I knew the Pirates were gonna suck. I just want to see Paul Skeens. I just want to see Paul Skeens pitch in Pittsburgh for 2 years.
Oh my God! So your Phillies are in the second wild card spot as of right now, right behind the Giants, like literally a game. No. Y'all are a game behind the Giants for the first wild card spot. Today you guys went off Bryce went yard, Bone went yard, and Trey Turner went yard.
Finally.
So
Bryce actually did
so
something.
with the
Wow.
so with the way they're waking up now, because they're finally waking up. Do you feel as if the Phillies have a possible chance at a run back to the World Series?
I'll be right now. Like I did before I answer that World Series question. I did like the pickup from Michael Lorenzen from Detroit.
Right.
I did like that. He looked very good. His first start went damn near the whole game.
I've always been a fan of Lorenzen.
So now it kind of only pitcher I'm really worried about at times is Nola, but besides that, at least we got 4 pitchers on their good day that could go between 6 minimum to 8 at bat if they had a good day. And right now, to me, and if you want to go by pure stat wise, Trayvon Walker is our best pitcher, especially with the wins.
Is he still like
Really?
11? Yeah, I think he's like 12
he has
and
like 11 or
4,
12
like
wins.
12 and 5. He's actually, statistically, he is the best pitcher this year. If
Yeah,
Wheeler could figure out how to pitch after them paying him, he'd be fine too, but he hasn't
This
figured that
man
out yet.
is 12-4 on the season.
Yeah,
he's
That's kind of
disgusting.
crazy.
But,
What's his ERA, Mo? Do you know?
His ERA is 3. Well, it's a 4 actually.
That's not bad, though.
not bad.
Not bad. 102 strikeouts.
Your bullpen needs to get healthy still, I think, too.
Yeah,
Are
that's
you
our
missing
one
a
thing.
piece
Like, once
here?
our bullpen gets healthy, we still got Timbrel, Alvarado will get healthy. I'm hearing by late
Dominguez
August.
healthy? So Anthony's back,
Yep.
right?
Sir Anthony's back.
Thank God.
Right.
So we have 3 quality, bullpen guys we have. Strom is decent for, he actually got the win tonight. So if our bullpen stays healthy and if our bats wake up,
Hey,
like I said, I don't think we're gonna catch up to the Braves.
Joey, you need to.
But-
You know who needs to figure it out?
Trey Turner.
Kyle Schwarber needs to figure it out too.
No, Kyle Schwarber. I've always been hit or miss on Kyle Schwarber because, like I said, he's almost in the same category of what Ryan Howard was. Boom power, or he strikes out a
That's a lofty comparison, but that's fine.
just
I don't hate
similar
that.
type stuff.
I don't hate it either. Oh, Jessica Andrade
I
is
love
about to
Ryan
fight.
Howard.
Let's
I
go.
love Ryan Howard, the player, but like I said, he's a chaser.
I'll
Schwarber,
never
he doesn't
forget
get
in his
contact,
last
he
game
doesn't
running
get-
down the first base line towards Achilles. Damn.
Right.
And
And if
That-
someone
that's
told me,
tragic.
we got rid of Schwarber, I wouldn't be mad.
No.
I'd rather have a consistent guy that can make contact, still hit the ball, but I don't think it. I think
Joey,
we're gonna end up using Schwarber at the end. So
Joey, who's favoring this Suarez Andrade fight?
Suarez,
Okay.
she should take her down and probably suffer. But
Okay.
if the Phillies can stay healthy and their bats can stay hot, I think there's a chance. But I think the Braves always find a way to joke.
Yeah, but
It's
dude, this Brave
I don't
team's
know.
something special this year. Max
This Brave
Fried
team's
came
good.
back and threw a gem today. Threw a
That's
fucking
awesome.
gem.
so it's all gonna depend on how the Braves look. Between us and the
Right.
Braves, so it's possible.
Well, I would like to play a little game of guess the division leader because
Oh, I like this. I like
we're-
I like games.
we're getting to that time where the playoffs. It's very important to win certain games.
Yep.
There's certain situations and certain scenarios where you gotta win, and there are some scenarios that are cooking up right now. Obviously, we're not going to talk about the National League East because we already know leading that damn division by a fucking mile.
12 games now, is it?
Yeah,
Uh,
literally
L.
12 games.
Last time I
L.
saw in the East, last time I saw the Braves were up by 10 games.
That's hilarious.
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
11 games. 11 and a
Make
half
it
games.
12. Make it
Yeah.
12.
L.
So the Braves, that's their division to lose at that point.
Yeah.
They're
Honestly,
gonna have
And
that
ki-
locked up by September.
They already
Yeah,
probably
by
already have it
September.
locked up now.
Nah, I
don't see
think
the
they
Phillies
do.
push up
The
that.
way they are playing, and I wanna talk about this. I feel like this is their season to fuck up.
Hang on.
This is their season to fuck up.
You know who we're forgetting about, too?
Uh,
Does anyone know that Matt Olson has 38 home runs this year?
yeah,
Matt Olson
Yeah.
has 38
What
home
did you
runs,
say?
Gabe.
Matt Olson has been letting it fly.
But, like, he's been so under the radar.
I never would have guessed
In the
that.
National
It's
League.
so
under,
It's
so under the
hilarious.
radar. So
I
under
never
the
would have guessed
radar.
that.
Like the man Matt Olson has been letting it fly.
Mhm.
You want to talk about home runs? He's been somebody that's been letting it fly. But obviously, I don't know about y'all, but this is the Brave season to fuck up.
Yeah, it's like
Like
the
if they somehow fuck this season up, this is their fault.
Yeah, but here's the thing though. You know what helps the Braves out?
Mm.
They have all their young kids locked up for like 15,000 years each, because they set up
Correct.
the salary cap, or not the salary cap, the payroll, in a way where they were kind of portion out their money, where they were paying guys long term and making it work out in their favor.
Yeah, that
Correct.
shit. Whoever
The
wants
only
their
thing that
budget,
scares me about them is their rotation, because I mean I know Freed is back and
Freed just
healthy.
came back
They're
yesterday.
still missing Kyle Wright, I think, too. But
Yeah.
if they can just get fully healthy, I wouldn't want to play them. I wouldn't want to meet them in a playoff series. Hell no.
I'm not gonna lie to you. They have the perfect combination of youth,
And
one hell
experience.
of a experience, the best pitcher in baseball in Strider,
Oh, yeah.
one of the best managers in the game.
That's
Playing in
Brian, is
Atlanta
that
is
Brian
not fun.
Snickers? He's still the I'm assuming he's still the manager down there.
I think so.
Cool.
Correct.
I'll let you know right now. Playing in Atlanta in a postseason game
Nope.
for any sport,
Nope.
it's not a fun sight at all.
Nope.
Not a fun sight.
The only way they mess this up is them
choke in
screwing
the
it
divi-
up.
I think they could
Um,
choke in the divisional round. It would depend on who they play. That's the problem.
I think the only team that could beat them in the NL is probably the Dodgers.
I don't even think the Dodgers
But-
are the Dodgers
But,
And the
this
but
year.
Dodgers
here's
not
the
even.
thing. Here's the thing. Listen. Here's the thing, though. Because last year, right? Last year, everybody was underestimating that Braves Phillies matchup last year.
Yeah, of
The
course.
Braves weren't taking that series seriously.
No, they didn't.
And then when they went to Philly, I remember watching the game, and then Reese Hoskins had the bat
Oh, was that the
spike.
bat slam heard around the world?
Oh my
Yeah,
Oh my God.
the bat slam heard around the world. I promise you, I don't know what it is. Have you ever watched something on TV and you just felt goosebumps through the TV?
Oh,
Yeah, you screaming
I
your
felt-
Don at the top of your lungs.
Well, hey, we're not going to talk about that. Okay, there's no need to talk about that right now. That's not what we're talking about.
I was absolutely shaking when he did that shit.
But that bat slam was, it's probably one of the most iconic, moments in the last couple of years.
Mhm.
I think it's up there,
I would agree.
Oh yeah.
up there with a lot of things that happened in the last couple of years, especially with playoff baseball, because it's
Mhm.
just a different atmosphere. But they went into Philly and got absolutely dog walked. I never seen Spencer Strider more shook, more rattled than ever until that very day. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. But I'm sorry. You want to talk about playing a playoff game in Atlanta? Playing a playoff game in Philly.
Is
Try
insane.
that. Try playing a playoff game in Philly. Because I promise you, last year in the World Series, I think everybody knows, when we played Philly, I almost had a heart attack watching Lance McCullers give up 5 home runs in 2 to 3 innings. Almost had a heart attack. It was so bad. He was just so rattled. I didn't know. I just did not know. Trying to play a game in Philly, a playoff game in Philly. I know Gabe said something about playing a playoff game in Atlanta, but Philly?
That's one of the most loudest places when it comes to playoffs.
Philly? I'm sorry. Philly got it. Philly definitely got it. But hey, that's neither here or there. Neither here or there. But we're going to play a game called Guess the Division Leader. And obviously, we already know who's leading the NL East. So
Yep.
there's no reason to even talk about that. But guess who is leading the NL Central by 1.5 games as of right now?
Isn't it the Brewers barely over the Reds?
It
That's what I
is
was
the
gonna say.
You smart man. It is the Brewers over the Reds. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. The
How
Brewers
about
are
they?
gonna fuck this. The Brewers are gonna fuck this up,
They don't
and
have
it's
the
either
hitting to get the
and it's
job
gonna
done.
be the Reds. If not the Reds, it's gonna be the Cubs that take this division over.
The Cubs can get a wild card spot. I don't know if the Cubs can sustain their hot hitting. And what are the Cubs? How far back are they?
They're 2.5.
2.5.
You know,
And
you know what worries me though?
That's fine.
I'm also
What?
worried that the fucking Reds are gonna run out of gas too.
Yeah. That is very true.
But
Very
I will
Euro for
say
me.
at the end of the day, I mean, I would argue. I don't know if there's really a normally it's like it's obviously the East of the Braves division to lose. Like I don't know if we can say it's the Brewers division to lose because they don't necessarily have a stranglehold on it right now.
No,
I
they
mean,
don't.
you look at the Reds with what they've done with Ellie De La Cruz coming up and absolutely setting baseball on fire.
On fire.
You look at a lot of their other young pieces, the rotation's good. They got to get Hunter Green back. If they can get
Yeah.
Hunter Green back and stabilize that rotation, I wouldn't want to play them in a wild card game.
Definitely
Hell
wouldn't.
no. Hell, especially if you have to go there. Like, no, thank
Right.
you. I'm good. I'm good.
Literally,
like,
right.
I mean, I don't know what they're drawing right now in Great American Ballpark, but like, dude, Joey Votto looks like he's like 25
again.
Yeah.
Literally 25
Yeah.
again. Literally.
Dude, he just
I'm-
looks. I remember when we were in AC, they had intentional talk on one of the TVs at the Hard Rock, and they were interviewing Joey Votto, and somebody asked him, Joey, why do you keep coming back every single year? And he was like, well, for one, I love the game of baseball, but this year, he said it's just been fun. Like, he's just having fun playing baseball again. But I think that helps with all the youth being infused into this team. I mean, I think he's 36, 37. I think he's almost 40. But, like, he's still playing good. Like, I would argue they have about as good a shot as anybody.
He will be a fresh 40 on September the 10th.
Jeez. That's wild.
Right.
Do we think he hangs it up after this year?
I think it's going to
not.
depend on how they do. I think he could run it back for one more. I mean, he's still hit, what, like 20, 25 home runs this year?
No.
But you know what? Now that I think about it, yeah,
He's only hit
better.
11.
Oh, never mind.
Exactly.
He's also been hurt for a good chunk of the year as well, so that doesn't help him at all.
Yeah, he's only played 36 games, literally.
God.
So, yeah, it's not the best. Of course, the NL West holding a 3.5 game lead right now.
The good old Dodgers.
Yeah, but they're
Of course.
They're not holding a 3.5 game lead over who
We
people
hate-
thought it was going to be.
Yeah, over the Giants right now.
Yeah,
as
what
we
the hell are
speak.
the Giants doing? Are they good? Are
The
they
Giants-
good
the
now?
The Giants have. I'm going to be honest.
Joey Tatiana just got the dub.
I'm going to be honest.
Was it my sub?
Yeah, I think
The
so.
Giants have a team that can hit. That's what it comes down to.
That's what Joey and I were calling the other night when we were playing with them on MLB The Show, New York Mets.
Like,
West.
if you look at their overalls, you're like, oh, wow, they really don't have, like, no one really, almost in the 90s, but, like, as a whole, their lineup's consistent with contact.
Like their lineup, like I feel like if there was a lineup I wanted to choose when it came to hitting, the Giants would be an underrated pick. Even though, yes, they lost to the A's today. We're not going to talk about that. But the Giants have a very, like, I don't know what it is. They have a very underrated lineup. And they rake. They rake.
They got young Jock on their team too.
Of course, you got Mr. Jock Peterson over there. You got Michael Conforto, who, has himself a day here and there.
Wilmer Flores is still there too.
Brandon Crawford is still up and trucking.
But he's still there?
Yeah, Lamont
there.
Wade.
Former
Wade,
Yankee, Lamont
Wilmer,
Wade. Yeah.
Wilmer Flores. Like, you got guys that are letting it fly over there.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, Wilmer Flores' birthday is T-minus 2 hours.
Hell yeah.
So
Good for Wilmer.
that's not that's cool. But I feel like that West division is that division is very disappointing this year.
I wanna
Call me crazy.
No.
but
I
feel
agree
like,
with you.
because I mean, looking at this division, of course you have the Dodgers. Of course, they're always going to be up top. The Giant, but the surprising thing about it is the Diamondbacks have been holding ground here.
No, they've fallen
They've
off a
been
cliff.
I mean, they've fallen off a cliff, but they're still holding their head
There
above
was, I think
water.
there was a good, what, 2 or 3 month stretch at the beginning of the season where they swept the Dodgers. They were beating
Correct.
teams pretty good early in the
And
season. It's a shame they couldn't hold it together. But
right.
I mean, the Dodgers will just do what the Dodgers do at the end of the
Of
day. It
course,
doesn't matter.
of course, you have the Padres being just as bad,
Oh my
and
god.
then the Rockies. Speaking of which, the Rockies. What is that? What is that future at for you right now, Ryan?
64.5.
They are at 43 as of right now.
So I'll drop a little nugget since we are in the sports betting side of things. I placed 3 futures at the beginning of the season. I placed the Rockies under 64.5. I placed the Brewers under 86.5. And I took the Cleveland Guardians to win the AL Central at plus 145. Now,
They are behind 3.5 games, by the way.
yeah, that's not looking great, but I'm gonna let that ride. That's bonus money. That doesn't mean anything to me.
Right.
I was on Fangraphs earlier tonight, kind of poking around, looking at division projected records, yada yada yada. The Rockies are projected to win 61 games, and the Brewers are expected to win 85. So it's that the Brewers one's gonna be a tighter call, I think, than the Rockies. Well, also the Rockies were sellers at the deadline, so I think that might help.
Right.
I think if there's one thing I'm going to take away from this division, I mean, I think we're overlooking the fact that Zach Gallen is a Cy Young candidate this year in the National League.
Right.
But other than that, man, what a fucking disappointment from the start they had. God, it's so sad. They started out so well, and then I think they might have gotten bit by the injury bug, and it just all went downhill.
Of course.
You know what's one team that's really shocked me
What?
this year? The Baltimore Orioles.
By the way,
Do we want to flip it to the
Well, I'm not gonna say brand new, but by the way, American League East leaders right now, the Baltimore
What
Orioles.
are they up?
They are 3 games ahead of the Tampa Bay Rays.
Can we talk about the Rays for a second before we get to the Orioles?
The Rays have a strong contact lineup.
Yes, they do.
But that's it. There's nothing else to it.
I mean, you've got Pop with a Rosarena and Paredes, and maybe every so often Lau. But like their rotations. Well, no. You know what the big problem is? McClanahan can't stay healthy. Glass now doesn't stay healthy. Their rotation is not healthy.
Their rotation is not healthy. Not at all.
What was that guy that was pitching real well at the beginning of the year?
You're talking about Zach Eflin, weren't you?
Not Eflin. No.
Well, you're talking about McClanahan?
Rasmussen.
Oh, I forgot about Drew Rasmussen. I completely forgot about him.
That boy was on a heater.
He started out I think he was like 4-0, 5-0 to start the year.
Yep.
Right.
But I mean, if you look at let's just hypothetically say this rotation is completely healthy. You've got McClanahan, Glasnow, Rasmussen, Eflin, and who am I missing? I'm missing somebody. But that rotation, on paper, beginning of the season, should have competed for top 5 rotation in baseball, but McClanahan's been hurt in and out of the rotation. I think he just got to put on the 10-day IL again. Glasnow's still kind of working his way back from his injury that he suffered. Eflin's been kind of their guy. Rasmussen, did he have Tommy John surgery, Gabe?
Yeah.
So he's probably done for the year, which is really shitty. But, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to make of Tampa Bay. I really don't.
Tampa Bay
Baltimore
definitely started out the season on a hot streak.
Yeah. They started what was it? They were 30-something and 10.
Yeah.
Before they fell off a cliff.
Me and you said it, Ryan. I guarantee they'll fall off a cliff.
Yep, and they did.
I mean, slowly but surely. It's not like
it wasn't dramatic. No, they're not.
It wasn't dramatic. No, definitely wasn't dramatic. It's just the sole fact, we know what's going to happen. and it
Yeah.
did happen. That's all that really matters, honestly.
Um.
But the Baltimore Orioles are currently leading the American League East.
Yeah.
They're
What the
ahead
hell?
3 games. This team, I don't know what it is with this team. This is a beautiful team. This is
Um.
a beautiful team. This team is well put together.
I think you're looking at.
Their farming system's incredible too.
I'm looking
And
at
their
two
farming
guys
system,
in
Jesus
the on this
Christ.
team. I'm looking at two guys on this team. You're looking at Adley Rushman, who is who is becoming an absolute superstar, and you're looking at. Why can't I think of his name? I'm blanking. Oh my god, I just blanked on the kid's name. I feel so bad.
Jackson
Gunnar
Holiday.
Henderson. Gunnar Henderson. You're
Oh,
looking
yeah.
at if you look at Gunnar Henderson, and you look at fucking if you look at Gunnar Henderson and you look at fucking Adley Rushman, those
Rushman,
two.
yeah.
I mean, Rushman was in the home run derby, albeit he didn't do great. But like those two are gonna be stars for years to come in the major leagues. Stars.
Absolutely. I mean, I feel like you have such great pop in the lineup. You have some good pitchers here and there. You got, Kyle Gibson. You have Kyle Bradish,
You have Tyler
Dean
Wells.
Kramer, who
Kramer's
can,
Kramer's nasty. I love Dean Kramer.
nasty.
And then you've got Tyler Wells, who's, I mean, he's okay. He's still kind of trying to find it. And then
You got Mr. Yenir Cano in your bullpen,
dude,
and of course,
he is come out of nowhere.
Wait, who's the closer? Is it Batista?
It's
Who's been
Cano.
beating
yeah,
it? Mhm.
Mr. Batista, who is
I thought
just
Cano was the
mowing.
closer.
He's mowing everyone down. He's got a record of 6-1 on the season
Jesus Christ.
with a .9 ERA.
Yeah, that's
101
absolute fucking
101 strikeouts, by the way.
What?
And also
What?
only on 21 walks.
No way, dude, that's wild.
on God, bro.
Oh, by the way, ERA and whip are the same, .9.
That is
Literally.
hilarious.
It's either a strikeout or it's nothing.
Yeah.
Sorry, like it's not happening. 29
Um,
saves as well, by the way.
While we're in the AL East, you know who I want to talk about really quick?
Okay.
What are we waiting for with the Blue Jays? Because I'm gonna be honest, I'm not gonna trash them, but it seemed like this year, more than past years, people were like, "Oh, the Blue Jays are gonna be really good. The Blue Jays are gonna be really good," and they're just kind of like sitting there.
You want to know what it is?
Yes,
It's that
please.
rotation.
That rotation's
rotation's
not
not
good.
great.
That rotation will sell them every time.
Yeah, that's fair. I
Their
mean,
best
when Yasuki Kikuchi as your number 2 in your rotation, that's not gonna get you anywhere.
Well, your best pitcher is probably a number 3 at best on a contending team.
Yeah.
You have a problem. That's
I mean-
another team that felt like should have went for some pitching. I don't know what their farm system is like, but I know they definitely have some pieces.
I mean, the shitty thing too is Boba Fett just got hurt, like last week, so that hurts. They signed somebody to
Plus
fill
the
the void
downfall
really
of
quick.
Alex Manoah doesn't help.
Well,
But he
in
came back and got
fairness,
a win
he is coming back. That's a whole nother story for another day with the Alec Manoah thing. I don't want to dive too deep into that.
Alec Manoah has fell off a fucking cliff.
He gotta
That's all I
he
have
gotta
to
win the
say.
other day. He gotta win the
You
other
need,
day.
you need to tell his ass to get back in a little bit of shape.
Yeah, seriously.
What about and then Kevin Gosman? I don't know what to make of him either.
Kevin Godman peaked in Baltimore.
That's what it is.
That's-
It's if you want to see, that's the that rotation is the definition of mid.
Yep.
It's mid.
Yep.
It is what it is. So, but what are they? Are they a wild card right now? Are they out the
I
wild
don't
card?
even know.
I think they're just the last seed in the wild card currently.
I mean, listen,
They're the last wild card as we speak.
listen, they'll just get packed up by whoever they face in the first round. That pitching rotation is horrendous.
I will say this. The next two teams behind them, speaking of wild card, are I mean
The Mariners
the
and the
Mariners are
Yankees.
3 games back and the Yankees are 3.5 back. I mean, we can get to Seattle when we get to the AL West, but I don't know.
Right.
Speaking of AL Central, I don't even know what to fucking make of the AL Central right now.
I mean, AL Central is just
dumpster fire.
AL Central. You have the
It's-
Twins. You have the Twins leading the AL Central
Yeah.
3.5 games.
Yeah, but you know what? I will say this, and that's not because I have a bet on the Guardians. The Twins haven't fucking showed me anything that they're gonna run away with it.
Nah,
Like their
not at
rotation's
all.
kind of been like Joe Ryan's supposed to be good. He's Bailey Ober's okay. Sonny Gray's kind of tailed off as it was hot. So I will say this: their lineup has started to catch fire lately.
Right.
Buxton's back on the IL again, which is really shitty. He just needs. I just want him to stay healthy just for the game of baseball. The Guardians sold at the deadline, unfortunately. They're still 3.5 games out.
Right.
Spoiler alert, if anyone doesn't know what happened today, Tim Anderson and Jose Ramirez dropped the gloves today at second base. Go. Somebody just Google it, Twitter it, Bleacher Report it, YouTube
You
it.
know what
Right.
inning that happened in?
Top of the 6th.
It was the top of the
Well,
6th.
all I know is just know this: Jose Ramirez got a round 6 TKO.
But yeah, go watch the video. It's great. It's a great time had by all. Regardless, speaking of the White Sox, what the fuck? What a dumpster fire they are this year.
They're way below 500.
Outside
right
of Tim Anderson, they got nothing. They got nothing
Oh,
outside
Tim
of Tim
Anderson
Anderson.
got TKO. They got nothing.
Don't disrespect Luis Robert like that.
Let's not
I can't respect
disrespect
Luis Robert
Mr.
like that.
Luis Robert. By the way, he just turned 26.
Good
So
for him. There's
Happy
currently
belated.
14
Is he
games
really?
back
The
in the.
motherfucker looks older.
nope, he's 26.
Hey, you know what's crazy too?
What?
They're so bad that they're behind the Tigers by 6 games for 3rd place in the
Ew.
division.
Yeah. Yeah.
I will say this: the Tigers'
They're
time is coming. It's just not in the next couple
don't
years. Like
think so.
give them 4 or 5 years. I think they'll be okay again. And then Kansas City is just Salvador Perez and really nothing else.
And Bobby Witt Jr.
I was
Bobby
gonna say
Witt.
Bobby Witt Jr. has 22 home runs already this year. So
The American League West. Of course, the Rangers are currently holding on to a 2.5 game lead.
Mm-hmm.
Then follow the Astros, Mariners, Angels, and of course the beautiful, soon-to-be Las Vegas Athletics.
What happened to Seattle?
Um,
What went south? It doesn't seem
They
like
don't
they
have-
lost anybody, but do they have pitching
they don't
this
have
year?
they don't have a rotation either.
Oh,
A lot of these teams, I will say the big trend in a lot of these teams is rotation. A lot of these guys just do not have a rotation.
which is kind of shitty too because their
I mean,
rotation last year.
all they have out there is Luis Castillo, George Kirby,
You're forgetting about Logan Gilbert.
Logan Gilbert.
So they have
Oh.
something. Well, what is
They have
J-Way?
three
What
pieces
is
of
Julio doing? Let me
Julio's
pull up
not having
Julio's
a-
stats.
He's not having
Oh,
a
well,
bad
that's
year.
why. J.P. Crawford's leading the team with a 264 average.
Honestly, I think that whole team's just struggling to hit the ball.
So,
Yeah.
I want to put something into perspective really quick for you guys.
Mm-hmm.
J.P. Crawford. So, Julio Rodriguez leads the team in stolen bases and runs. Eugenio Suarez leads the team in RBIs. There's 2 people tied with 18 home runs. I mean, they're getting production, but it's just not enough, is what it comes down to. The production there is
Understandable.
just... Also, no offense to Teoscar Hernandez, but he has 147 strikeouts this year. Jesus. And people were calling about him at the deadline. Which doesn't surprise me, but really? Teoscar? What?
Hey,
I don't know, man.
people love Teoscar, man. What can I say?
I
I
miss
don't know.
him when he was on the Blue Jays.
Yeah, he definitely gave
we-
some good times on the Blue Jays.
We talked about the Angels. I don't even want to talk about the A's. I can't.
The Angels just have to get Trout back, and I
Yeah.
think they'll be okay.
I don't
like-
even want to talk about the Athletics. Fuck.
I mean, back to what Gabe said earlier, I feel like they should have added another elite bat to the team
Yeah.
during the before the trade deadline.
Do they have?
I
Is
don't-
their rotation good?
It's
It's
not
okay.
the best.
It's okay.
They
I guess it
recently
on-
just added They just added Lucas Giolito.
Oh yeah,
So
yeah, yeah. At the trade
that
deadline,
that's
that
cool.
helps a
That's
lot.
cool.
I love
But I
Giolito.
feel like I don't disagree with the statement you made earlier, Gabe, but I don't agree with it either because like when you have Trout and then you have Otani, two elite bats right there, and they're usually batting. One's batting before the other. So this it's a back to back. It's a 1-2 punch combo, literally with both of them in the batting lineup. And then you have Brandon Drury, who his moments because he can hit the ball pretty well. You have guys that can hit the ball well in this lineup.
I
It's
don't know
just
how
the
to feel
sole
about
fact
Brandon Joy.
when they get Trout back, I feel like when they get Trout back, I feel like that will be that will just fix everything.
It's almost
Me
like the missing
personally,
puzzle piece.
You want
I
to know
don't
what it
know if
is?
it'll
You know why I
literally.
say?
fix
You want to know why I
everything.
say they need an extra bat? Because for me, I feel like with that lineup, if you zone in on those two, you're straight.
Mm-hmm.
I
Right.
feel like one more bat could have put a little pressure on somebody. Ain't even had to like Teoscar if they could have fit him in somewhere. I know that who was available at the deadline.
There were a lot of people available.
There was
There's
you
a
could
good amount.
you could have found someone that okay not on their level,
Mm-hmm.
but someone who at least strikes fear. Um, because I look at that Angels lineup, it really doesn't strike fear to me.
No.
And I feel like if you're keeping Otani, this is your tryout.
Mm-hmm.
This is from here to the end of the season. This is your tryout.
Yeah.
Because I'll be honest with you, they don't make the playoffs. He's gone, and all of this was a waste of time.
Right.
And then you're back to square one because we all know Trout's not leaving.
No.
We all know he's not leaving,
He can't leave
and
yet.
he can't even leave if he wanted to.
I think he's locked up
And
for like another 4 or 5
and
years.
for me, who's going to Anaheim?
Nobody.
Like,
Lucas Giolito is.
come on, you can't convince anybody to live in Anaheim. That's the issue with these small market teams. You know you're in a small market, so you have to take advantage of the 5 years that you can keep talent in there.
Yeah.
Because I think if Otani's gone, Trout's never winning the World Series.
I don't
I
know
don't
if he's
think
winning a World Series anyway.
I don't even think this team can win a World Series now.
No, I don't
But I
think so.
feel like your selling point of that team is Otani. You don't add.
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
you
whoa,
don't
whoa,
add-
whoa, 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 whoa,
Don't
whoa.
you-
Well,
No. You
Gabe,
think
Gabe,
you
Gabe, Gabe,
take
Gabe, Gabe,
Otani out of that team?
Gabe,
You
Gabe,
think I'm
Gabe,
going
Gabe,
there
hang
for
on,
Mike
hang
Trout?
on, hang on, hang on, hang on.
Don't
hang on.
Ryan, don't
Stop,
do this.
Stop.
It's 11:30.
I want to ask you.
This.
I want to ask you one question.
Go ahead.
You're gonna tell me. Obviously, Trout's not healthy. We know that. But you wouldn't want to go play with the best player in baseball?
I don't even think he's the best player in baseball.
That hurts me. That hurts
I don't even think he's the best player on his
I don't
own
like
team.
this road you're going down. I don't
really
even
think
like
he's
it.
the best player on his own team.
No shit, he's not, because Otani is.
So he can't be the best player in the league.
Also, you know what the problem is, though?
Go ahead.
Trout's gotta fucking stay healthy. Jesus. Has he played? I don't know if he's played a
his
full
legacy.
fucking season.
And hold on, and let's be honest here. Trout wasn't raking before he even got hurt.
No, he wasn't having the greatest year in the entire world.
Right. So, for me, you take Otani out this team, what are you really going to Anaheim for?
And I don't know what the rotation is like outside of Giolito. So, like, and I mean, obviously, Otani, but, like, I wouldn't. I'll say this. If I was a free agent, I'm not going to Anaheim. Hell no.
Can anyone of you here tell me what is there to do in Anaheim?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't either.
Anybody.
You're asking the wrong
Yeah.
person. I don't know.
Anybody. I'd rather go to Seattle than go to Anaheim. At least I know there's something. At least I know there's something to do if we suck.
Yeah, that's fair.
You know what I mean? Like, I can't. The Angels, I feel like they're gonna do too much. And if Otani stays, I'm gonna look at him in a different light. I'm gonna put him in the Dame category. You don't want to win.
The Dame category, I love that.
You don't want to win. You want
love
to stay
that.
for
Very
grind.
true. That's
No,
very
because
true.
then now you're reaching the point I don't want to run from the grind. And then when
Right.
you're in your late 30s, you're going to complain, well, I didn't win nothing. Whose fault is that?
Whose fault is that? Right.
You had a chance to leave.
Joey, do you have anything on Founder Sandhagen here?
No, originally I picked Font to win, but besides that,
Okay.
nah, I ain't got shit. I ain't got a bet buzz.
I'm gonna make one bold prediction to kind of wrap up my piece on the whole division leaders thing. I think the Chicago Cubs win the NL Central. That's my bold prediction. I think the Cubs win the NL Central.
Hey, their bats at times.
And I don't even know if it's that bold. But, like, the problem is like, the Brewers suck. Well, they don't suck. I shouldn't say they suck. They don't suck. You don't know what you're going to get from the Reds the rest of the way.
Just say it. They suck. It's okay.
Just say it.
Just say it.
The Brewers suck. I think if you look at the Cubs, I mean, you've got Stroman. You've got Hendricks. Justin Steele has been a godsend for them this year. They've got the bats. Suzuki's finally figured it out. Swanson's pulling his weight. Like, call me crazy, but the Cubs are winning the NL Central. Clip it.
I don't hate that.
Clip it. Cubs are winning the Central.
Does anybody else have a prediction? Potentially.
I actually do like that Cubs one a lot.
I'll tell you this right now. Orioles don't make it out the first round.
Who?
The Orioles don't make it out of the division. Well, what do they? What seed do they have? Because if they have a good enough division, if they have a good enough record,
they
could end up with
seed.
They're the number one seed in the American League, as we speak.
Well, who would they? Who would they get the winner of?
So it's a 16 playoff, right?
Well, yeah. First two winners, okay. First two teams with the best record get a bye. Who do they get?
Orioles and Rays.
That's fine.
Best two.
Who would they get the winner of? That's what I want to know.
They get the winner of.
Who's third? The Rangers is third.
Oof.
Then it's the Stros.
Oof. Yeah, I don't hate that at all. I don't hate that prediction at all.
The Rangers would probably play the Blue Jays, and we would probably play the Twins.
I don't think whoever makes it out of that whole bunch.
No, I don't hate that at all. I don't think
they don't make it out of the
division series either.
I will tell you right now, that rotation sucks.
It's
and we all know
it's not built to win the playoffs. That's for damn sure.
It's not built. They're a year or two off with that rotation.
So they are the who was it last year that peaked really early? So I can't say they're the Diamondbacks because the Diamondbacks just fell off a cliff. I'm trying to think of what team last year peaked in the playoffs and then lost, and everyone was like, "Oh yeah, look out for them next year." I'm trying to remember who it was. I'm blanking. Anyway, I digress. Go on.
So speaking of which, the Padres are piecing the Dodgers as we speak.
Score
8-3.
Who's pitching for the Dodgers? Or who started?
I know tonight it was. Let me see. Where the fuck is the name at?
I'll look it up.
Yarbrough. Ryan Yarbrough.
Oh no, thank you. Yeah, that doesn't do it.
That was your starter tonight.
Where we going next?
Yeah, very bad. How much time we got?
1 hour and 18 minutes in.
Cool. All right. Well.
Wait. I have two things I just want to get off my chest really quick.
Go ahead.
So I don't know like what other topics we have to discuss, but if any one of you in here are college football fans like me, I hate the way this realignment thing is going in college football.
Hey.
Oh
my God.
I wanna preface this by saying this. The Pac-12 in a matter of like 2 weeks will officially be no more.
Hold on. I'm gonna stop you right there.
Don't.
I think that's next week's episode actually.
Oh, is it?
I think so.
I think so.
Okay, then
I think
I'm gonna leave that on the
Yes, it
back
is.
burner.
It
Wait,
is.
wait. Can I ask you one more question, Mark?
Go ahead.
Are we talking NFL running backs on the next episode too?
No.
No.
Next week is the college football season preview.
Perfect. That's fine. I want to
can't
leave
wait.
with this. This is just gonna be my last little piece here. I'm curious to see what you guys think, but obviously Jonathan Taylor, Dalvin Cook, Saquon Barkley, and others have been upset with the amount of pay they have been offered by NFL teams.
Uh,
What?
I'm gonna keep this short and sweet.
Fuck
They have
them.
they have no one to blame but themselves for negotiating that horrible CBA.
I will say
Yeah.
that, but I would
I agree
also
with that.
I will also add on to what Gabe's saying, and I would say the running back probably has the shortest shelf life of any position in the NFL.
It does.
But
Especially how this league has developed into a passing league.
I hope
Correct.
Jonathan Taylor just goes somewhere where he can ball out. Because he's not
Well-
balling. He's not gonna. I mean, he balled out.
Good luck with their fucking owner trying to trade him.
Oh yeah, Jim Irsay.
Good luck
Yeah.
with good luck with Jim Irsay.
Jim
That's
Irsay.
all I'll say.
That's all I'm gonna say.
Right. But any other final remarks before we wrap this thing up?
Nah,
Oh no! Beautiful episode.
I think I'm
Beautiful
good.
episode.
Absolutely. I
Beautiful.
think this
Oh.
went very well for a first episode. Of
Can we
course.
not record late? Like this is. I'm not gonna lie. It's 11:38.
Bro, no.
At least
It's
it's Saturday.
working out perfectly. The last card of the fight night is on. It's working out
Right.
perfectly.
It is. It is.
No, I know what you mean.
It is. It is, but it is summertime, and I would like to be outside before it gets cold.
Oh, because next weekend I'm going to be outside, so we better record early. I'm
down.
going outside.
Thank God we did the show
Okay.
tonight because I'm going grabbing tomorrow.
Yeah.
But, ladies and gentlemen, I think this is time to go ahead and wrap this thing up. Of course, if you enjoyed, be sure to tune in with us next week. We'll be discussing the up and coming, the highly anticipated college football season.
Yeah.
It is almost here, ladies and gentlemen. Week 0 is almost here. The regular season is almost here. It's literally right around the corner. Grab your popcorn. It's going to be a good show. I promise. Make sure you go ahead and follow us on Twitter if you're not already following us there. Make sure you go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you follow us on TikTok. And if you're not already in the Discord server, you need to join the Discord server.
I'd
I
say
will-
link in bio, but we're in the Discord
I
server.
would say the link will be the link tree where all our links are will be linked
You
to
should post
the
it at
podcast.
I was gonna say you could
episode.
also probably post it like at the very end of the video too.
Yeah, so it will be posted towards in the podcast description. So the links, all the links will be linked to the podcast episode, so you can easily just click it there and just do as you please. There's no excuse for you to not be following us and joining us and having fun with us. Okay,
The Discord
We
is
have-
free. It is
Discord
free.
is free.
Link in bio.
Free.
We gotta keep saying that because
Mhm.
everybody thinks it's not free. It is free. We're not the premium cappers that you see on Twitter. Okay, I promise we're not. God damn.
That's annoying.
No,
I
because
think-
I swear. No, somebody's like, "Oh, do I gotta pay to be?" I said, "No."
Literally.
No.
Literally, I'm like, no, you don't.
And I say
No,
that
you
every
don't.
time, like I either host a Twitter space and or whatever show I'm ever on for a guest, I always say my stuff free.
That's not-
Also, I will say this though. I want to say September the 2nd. What day is that? Is that a Saturday or a Friday?
It's the first Saturday.
It's
is
a
the first
Saturday
Saturday.
of September.
September the 2nd, we will be hosting our live fantasy football draft.
Yes, sir.
So make sure you tune in for that. If you're not in the Discord and you want to play some fantasy football with us, join the Discord. Let us know. We will get you hooked up and we will get you in. But our live fantasy football draft will be September the 2nd. So make sure you join our Discord, follow us on Twitter for all the updates with that. And I think that's pretty much it, guys. I don't have anything else.
I'm
So
not
we
gonna
go
lie.
ahead.
I'm not
What?
gonna lie to you. The winner, the loser of
Oh
the fantasy
fuck!
league.
Don't, so you can't
That,
spoil it
Forgot about
now.
this. You
no,
can't
can't
I'm
spoil
not
spoil it
gonna.
this
now.
now.
You can't spoil it
But I'm
now.
not gonna lie to you. It's going to be so funny
Oh, it's gonna
when
be
Cornbread
hilarious.
has to do it. I'm
What
calling
if
it
it's
right.
you? What if it's
You're
you?
gonna. What if it's you? What if
It's
it's
not
you?
gonna. First of all, every fantasy league that I've been in, I've won it.
Oh, I can't wait to. I can't wait to see this because
Yo,
I'm gonna
somebody
whip
clip
that
that
ass.
too. Somebody clip
Yeah,
that
I'm
too.
clipping that.
Clip
I'm
that at the
clipping
end of the
that.
year when
I'm
game
clipping
finishes in
that.
last.
I'm gonna
Damn.
have this saved in my back pocket, and when you're in last place, I'm gonna slap it out in the Discord chat and be like, "Hey, remember when you
Remember
said
when
this,
Gabe
Gabe?
said
You
this
remember
on
that?
August 5th, 2023?
That shit is gonna be fucking hilarious." But no,
Damn.
we're gonna have a good time. This podcast is going to be absolutely fun. I hope y'all enjoy it just as much as we do enjoy recording it. So I don't have anything else. They don't have anything else. We will see y'all here next week.